Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to some more Doki Doki, a normal virtual novel. We're still playing the Yuri Route, and last video I did not realize that it was under 20 minutes, and I'm just like, wait, it literally felt like 20 minutes that I was recording for that video, but it would turn out to be 10 minutes and 21 seconds. I remember that by heart because I'm a mess up. Anyway, thank you for coming back to the video. You know what I'm saying, man? Keep up the great work. Let's go. It's Sunday, and for some reason I feel particularly off. I'm excited for Yuri's visit, but I feel ill. We might be sick. It's only when I start sneezing and that I figure out why. I developed a cold. Great. So I'm just about to prepare some coffee when Yuri knocks on the door, so of course I go to greet her. However, I immediately tell her the bad news. Yuri, I wouldn't stay here in case I don't give the appearance I'm sick today. Sorry. Oh, sick? Oh, Riley, that isn't good. Who's there to take care of you? Me? There's no one else here, but I don't mind taking care of myself. Oh. It's just that you seem a bit too sick for you to take care of yourself, and I don't mind really helping. Okay, well, you can help me then. I'm not going to complain about it. I think about this for a moment. On the one hand, I did warn her and she is insisting. But on the other, it's still mean of me to willingly go along with this. She doesn't need to be sick like this. I'm gonna let her in because I love Yuri. Boy, my main goal is to blow up and act like I love Yuri. Alright, fine. Just try not to get sick, alright? I'm not the one to be worried about here, Riley. You should lay down in a bed somewhere so you can take advantage of me. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that or anything, but okay. I naturally go to the only comfortable bed, the one in my bedroom, and lay in it. Yuri gently hand me my cover and I throw it onto me. Here. Now, the best thing to do is to give you some type of medicine. No, I'm actually really sick too, if you can't hear it, and like I may not sound congested. That's because I am pretty good at making myself sound like it. I may sound a little bit weird, but okay, forget it. I sound sick, all right, dude. Yeah, I'll be right back. Before I can tell her where the medicine actually is, that's a bit of a typo there. Said here, says her. She leaves. While she's downstairs, I hear the sound of a knife being removed from his rack. A few minutes later, she arrives back with some kind of pink liquid in a dosage cup. Question, why did I hear a knife coming out off the rack? Are you trying to kill me? God, it tastes the absolute worst. Oh, true. The taste does tend to be rather intolerable. Sorry about that. I could try something else if you don't want that. Nah, I appreciate it, Yuri. It's really nice that you're doing this. Thank you. She seems almost shocked by my words. Of course. I need to do that kind of thing now anyway. You're my boyfriend. Plus, I don't really like to see you in such a state, so I would do a lot to help you. I suppose, yes, you would. One thing I have to ask, why was this so high up? I had to use a longer knife as a point of leverage to get it down. Oh, so she didn't do nothing bad with it, okay. I have absolutely no idea. Hey, you got it down though, good job. She smiles and pulls up a chair sitting next to me. Can I grab a hold of that knife, please? Because I don't trust you with it. Her smile slowly fades. After a few seconds, she begins to put her hand near to mine. I'm not gonna die, Yuri. Is there something wrong, Yuri? No. I just wanted to rest my hand, I guess. I ponder for all of 2 seconds why she would rest her hand in such a position. Until I realized that the reason she gave isn't the real one. I follow her lead and grab her hand. Riley, she attempts to object, but ends up calming down and accepting it. You better accept it, because that's what you were leading to anyway. Look at her, she's even smiling. I love that smile. Like a We sit like this for a bit, and for the last few moments, she actually grows the courage to look at me in the eyes. A sneeze then comes out of nowhere and ruins the moment. Oh, Riley, I'm sorry. I didn't even... Wow. I couldn't see my pillow, but okay. Oh, Riley, I'm sorry. I didn't even think to get you anything to clean your nose with. Where do you keep your tissue paper? Right there over on my desk. I pray to every god I can think of. Hold on. I pray to every god that I can think of that she doesn't put two and two together with the lotion right next to it. But seeing the way her face changes when she grabs it, I'm thinking none of them were answered. When she returns to me, I blow my nose and throw the tissue in a nearby trash can. So can we both agree that you never saw that? Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. She cuts the tension, literally, by grabbing the remote for my TV. There's something you wanted to watch, Riley? You? Nope, you can pick if you like. Hearing this, she flips over to the nightmare door. Standard run-of-the-mill horror TV sort of affair, but it's not a particularly bad show. I think about how Yuri would pick this kind of thing. How it appeals to her liking of a good mood for a story. And how she can relate to the characters. Riley? Huh? Oh, what's up? This actually fits too, because I'm actually sick and my voice it sounds so freaking amazing, dude. You were staring at me. Is there something wrong? Oh, I just spaced out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, alright. Afterwards, she turns back to the TV. We sit like this for a bit until my hand meets hers and they interlock once more. Riley, I hope you know, I don't mind if I get sick. It actually is fun spending time with you. Yeah, I like this too. But don't get sick. You'd make me feel really bad about it. But don't worry, I won't. She returns to the show, as do I. Ouch. It's only when the sun finally starts to set that she releases my hand. Something feels like it's missing the second she does. Well, it's time for me to leave. Goodbye, Riley. Bye, Yuri. Hope I didn't make you sick. Don't worry about me, Riley. I'll be alright. I promise. See you tomorrow, okay? And with that, she walked down the stairs. Right before the door opens and closes behind her, I hear her sneeze. Wow, great. That is really great indeed. So it has been less than 20 minutes. I know. Okay, it's nighttime. Okay, so it is Sunday. Technically our 6-month anniversary. It's not something you normally hear people celebrating. Lies. But I feel really good about it. Yuri shows up at my door. Hello, Riley. I show her in. I notice she's not really enthused as she normally is to see me. Have I done something wrong? Whatever. Good to see you again, Riley. We have hung out 10 times, huh? Yeah, it's a bit amazing. Didn't expect to get this far. I expect to get farther. I hope so. We stand for a bit, awkward silence filling the room. Things have been rather odd today. I decide to dismiss it and head upstairs. I motion her to follow me. She does apprehensively. We arrive. We're again standing around awkwardly. I chose to break the silence. So, what would you like to do? She looks at the floor. She takes a look outside and speaks up. The snow outside. Oh, it's snowing! God dang it! Okay, pretty cool. It's really pretty this time of year. Forget TV or books. Would you like... no, that sounds silly, huh? What does? Well, I was kind of thinking we could wash the snow together. Wash the snow? Well, if she wants to. Sounds fun. Really? You think so? It's with you? Of course it will be. Yuri seems startled by my words. She is, at first, at least. Her expression eventually becomes more somber. Wait, why? I'm noticing a theme here. Maybe I should try and at least make her feel better. I seize the opportunity to take a blanket and sit on my bed. I motion for her to sit next to me. She sits there as if considering it for a moment. She begins to rub her sleeves, thinking. Wait. Do people rub their sleeves when they think? Maybe it's just something about Yuri. She walks over and sits down. The blanket is wrapped around the two of us. Yuri and I are sitting there, looking out the window. It's a bit awkward not having anything to put our backs against, but we make it work. I have my arm around her, and she sort of leans into me. We're watching the snow outside. It's not quite fast enough to be a blizzard, but it really isn't slow either. I turn to Yuri. She doesn't exactly find interest in the snow. She seems to be thinking. She speaks up. It's interesting, isn't it? Each and every snowflake out there is different from the last. Okay, cool. And yet we hardly notice the difference. All they are to us is white little dots forming a pile. That's all we ever care about them for, the piles they form. That's true. Not only that, but the ones who don't form a pile simply melt away, unnoticed, uncared for. A beautiful, great creation of nature with such a story to tell, gone in the blink of an eye. Wow, that's sad. For Yuri even. So this isn't something she came up with on the fly, is it? Wow, if it is, impressive. But something in me doubts that. Oddly poetic, Yuri. Have you thought about this before? A little bit. She stops, looks down as if considering whether or not to tell me something. I notice her open and close her mouth a couple of times. What's she holding back? My question is answered when she finally speaks up. Do you ever feel like that's you, Riley? That you would never be important, noticed, liked by anyone? Whoa. Have you, Yuri? I'm kind of shocked at first. Do I ask her if she's that way instead? Do I tell her my situation then ask? But I've never really felt that way. What if she thinks I can't empathize? I might as well be honest. I've always had at least one good friend with me, I guess. Those feelings never got to me. Anime, video games, and image boards can get lonely as a routine. But I've never felt insignificant. Why? You get that feeling a lot, Yuri? She begins to speak, but quickly shuts her mouth and looks away. There's no need to talk about it. I'm enjoying this. Just watching these snowflakes fall. Can we just do that? I have no idea whether I should or not. It would make Yuri happier, but that would be temporary. The pain would most likely stay. I have to decide whether to continue or move on. So with that being said, we're gonna save right here, and we're gonna choose a decision if we're gonna have to make one. I'll bring it up. It may not make Yuri happy, or maybe we're not gonna have to make a decision ourselves. It's gonna make it for me then. Cool. Well, I'm still sick. Okay, but it needs to be talked about. Yuri, I'm not going to drop it. Tell me what's going on. Are you sure? I really don't want to bring it up. Yuri begins to break a sweat. Are you nervous about something? She panics. No, I'm just a bit hot. Here, let me take this off. Yuri takes off the blanket and shoves it between us, leaving it so I only have it on. Well, duh, you're wearing that sweater of yours. Here, take it off. Oh, that would be true. Here, let me... Yuri begins to... okay, yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Yuri begins to take off her sweater, pulling one arm out of his sleeve before stopping and putting the other arm back in. On second thought, the sweater's fine. I wore a short sleeve under, so I'll get cold. That's what the blanket is for. Don't you want to be under it with me? Well, I didn't mean it that way. Sorry. I'm fine with the sweater on, Yuri. Yes? I'll let you keep the sweater on. At once, she breathes a sigh of relief, but there's just one thing. What is it? Roll up your sleeves for me. That is where, you see, if I was Yuri, my heart would have dropped actually, and it actually did one time when someone asked that when I was in like a few years ago. Huh? Roll up your sleeves. Yeah, her heart dropped, and it would have been the same for me, dude. Can you do that? Do I have to? I don't see why you shouldn't. Yuri's silent, yet solemn. She knows why I'm asking. She's bright, but she doesn't want to. Okay, for a moment I feel like time stopped, but it was not the power of the world. Yeah, watch this. She's going to have cuts on her sleeves. Yuri lifted her sleeves as slow as she could. A litter of cuts lined her arms up and down. Yuri, I have no idea what to say other than this. Are you okay, Yuri? She's at first reluctant to speak, some kind of shame hanging over her like a dark cloud. She realizes her situation and calms down a bit. After a few minutes, she talks to me again. The feeling never really goes away, Riley. It gets better, but it remains. Yeah, I can totally, I feel for her, you know what I mean? I think that's what the word empathize means. Who knows? I don't care. But all I know is that I feel the same way, man. Like, whenever you get it, man. I don't need to explain myself. My name Funky. Every moment I spend alone feels more and more like it'll stay that way. Oh no, Yuri, you're going to be fine with me. We're going to break up, Riley. I don't want it to happen. Not in the slightest, but it will. And when it does, I'm going to be alone again. It's all temporary. My friendships with Monica, Sayuri, and Natsuki, all temporary. Why is she smiling when she's saying this? I don't know, but okay. And the most permanent relationship of them all, that's temporary too. Not as much, but there are so many ways it can just end. That's all. Never find anyone again. Rest of my life alone. I think about this for a moment. Yuri really does believe this, doesn't she? That she'll forever be alone. I still don't think she's giving me enough credit. What makes you think I'll leave you? Maybe you find someone better. Yeah? Who's better than you, Yuri? Plenty. That's completely wrong. Yuri, do you remember the first Sunday we spent together? Yes. Do you remember who confessed? I did. Oh, crap. She's right. You confessed first. Do you know who did directly after? You did, Riley. Alright. Say I didn't completely and seriously love you until the day I die, which I do. What would be the reason for me to say that otherwise? Maybe, I mean, you could. She seems to be lost for anything to combat that with. I smile. You? I guess you're right. You really love me that much, Riley? Yuri, I have no idea why you doubted it. I love you enough to never speak to another girl again, if that makes you feel better. I mean, okay. Yeah, I love you so much I'd get bandages and put them over each and every one of those wounds. Riley, I don't let her finish. Okay, we kiss again. Cool. And I instead turn toward her and pull her head toward mine till our lips connect. She's extremely shocked at first, but slowly and surely falls into it. It's a bit odd at first, but slowly we develop a rhythm. I really had no idea what to do going in. Okay, but for someone without experience, Yuri's a strangely good kisser. The feeling is overwhelming, as if my whole body has this warm fuzziness to it. Have you ever felt that before? I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I've only ever felt once, back when she first kissed all that time before. Once again, my senses fail me and I feel nothing but happiness. I would say Yuri's the only thing I could think of. The sweetness of her lipstick, the movement of her tongue inside my mouth, the warmth of her touch, her arms around my neck. But really, I can't think of that. My mind goes completely blank. Maybe it's a shortness of breath? Nah, it's Yuri. Just Yuri. Not just Monica, just Yuri. When the kiss breaks, it feels like it's been only 2 seconds and we both want more. We stare at each other. We both stare at each other for all of 30 seconds, catching our breath before going right back into making out again. On about our 5th break, Yuri looks at me. Riley, you gave me confidence, you know that? Music just got happy all of a sudden, and I wonder why. She goes back into kissing me again, sticking her hand underneath my pants. Gulp. Come on, bro. I thought she was gonna have another thing to freaking do. But, yo, okay, so that was Yuri's part. So with that being said, we're gonna have to take a nice screenshot of that. F12, that baby. Woo! Anyway, we're going to have to, wait a minute. Oh, I thought I was gonna do it again. I was gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, so that was Doki Doki, a no reversal novel for Yuri's Route. You know, that one was actually pretty freaking cool. I like the last day, man. It just really showed her, it really showed Yuri how she really is. I mean, it even did that in like a brand new day, but you know, I just feel a little bit better with it'll be on this mod. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. My name is Funky D Regs, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.